I always feel like the second I lose, I'm gonna be walking home. All the fans are gonna go, the coaches are gonna go, like no one's gonna have my back. It's a very like nasty, degrading feeling to have. And I also think that that's just boxing.
10 seconds.
Boxing will use you until your body's done.
Good.
You can punch someone and watch them bleed, or you can get hit and bleed yourself. But I feel like either way, there's blood in the water. Sometimes I take a shot and like there's relief there. It's like, I don't know if masochist is the word, but there's just some kind of like, you know, part of me that feels like maybe I deserved it. I had a mom who was like a workaholic. She essentially left me with my stepdad, a guy who was like pretty creepy. He was just hard on me. I was punished all the time. I think the issue with my childhood is I spent too much time alone. I spent so much time in my head that it makes you a little fucking nuts. I left the house and they changed the key on me. So like from 15, I've been on my own. I couldn't find a place to put that energy or that chip on my shoulder till I found boxing.
All right, the single jab's not gonna work with a guy that throws a big overhand right like that. All right, you gotta go with the double jab.
Okay.
You gotta break that up, okay?
Okay.
All right. Don't give him so much momentum by coming forward like that. Use the angles, okay? Step out to the side, okay? All right?
Huh?
Well.
I love that I'm not just a fighter, I'm a boxer. I was just never really good at anything before that. I never had any type of like validation. I have a tough, loving relationship with my father. My history with him was, you know, we met a little later in life. I didn't have a place to live. I came across his path. But I just wanted a place to stay. We got involved with drugs and crime together. We did like a lot of forgery, counterfeiting, and selling drugs. When we were doing the crime together, at the end of the night, we were back in our apartment, and I remember him looking around the room and him looking at me, and me, you know, I had just turned 16 and I'm wired on speed. And
Good, how are you?
What's up with you? So you training?
Yeah.
you know, he just looked at me. He was like, "Look, son, like I'm 54 years old. Everything we have in this apartment is stolen." He's like, "I don't live a good life, and you don't want to live like this either." I don't know. I actually thought that was like kind of gonna be the rest of my life. The most vivid memory I have of all that is the cops banging down the door. I remember like bang, 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 bang on the door, like 6 in the morning. I like, you know, popped up to the peephole and it's like, "Dad, wake up, wake up." Flushing drugs, flushing money, like flushing. They pulled me into a hallway. It was like, "We're not doing anything. You don't know what you're talking about. This is all bullshit." I wasn't gonna rat my dad out, you know? My dad walks out of the other room with the cops. He's like, "Son, I told him everything." And I was like, this motherfucker just ratted me out. And they put us both in the back of the cop car. And I remember my dad, like, he had like tears in his eyes. He put his foot on top of mine. Because, you know, we were both in handcuffs, and he was like, "I'm so sorry." The cop like turned his head over. He was like, "You know, son, your dad's going to prison for a long time." And like, I felt this kind of relief come over him. There's like a saying I heard when I was like doing the crime thing, like, criminals get caught when they're ready. It's fucking stressful. Like, it's easy to have a job. And the reality is, it's just as a man, like, I'm getting older, and now I'm thinking about, like, what's it look like when I'm 30? You know, I start to think about my future, and it's like, for the abuse that I'm putting on my body, like, right now I can't help but think, like, what's important?
I will betroth you to me forever. I will betroth you to me with righteousness, justice, kindness, mercy. I will betroth you to me with faithfulness, and you shall know God. So our belief is that the light of God, the light of others, comes through here, travels down to here, touches your heart, and then all of a sudden your arms become instruments. Not of destruction, but of God. They're used for something that's going to build something. Build a career for you. Build a life for you. By putting on tefillin, by being an instrument and a servant of God, you've chosen to change what was.
I think that people can believe whatever they want. I mean, there's like war in like every other chapter of the Torah. I don't think God doesn't promote violence. I don't know that he or she gives a shit. I'm Jewish. That's my blood. I'm not like puffing my chest out with like some type of pride, but there's just not many of us left. And seeing like the struggle that people of my bloodline have gone through, I guess like when it comes to that, I'm a Jewish boxer. Yeah, man, I love boxing. It is a beautiful sport and it's an honest sport. Like they always say, the ring doesn't lie. Anyone can beat anyone on any given night. You know, you may be a god for 2 fights, and then you lose. One punch can change your whole life and your whole career. Like I'm in a sport where you actually can die. The reality is, it's like, that's my brain pushing up against my skull. Do I still put it at risk? Yeah, you know, like what the fuck is that? You know, as I'm getting older and becoming more of a man, I'm like, I want to fight for a world title, and I also want to be 40 years old. And like have some peace with myself. Anybody who fights for a living, whether they want to talk about it or not, boxing is terrifying. I know fighters, and I've grown up around fighters, and like, there's a soft side. And it's just kind of like a yin-yang effect. You're all day, you know, submersed in pain, punching or being punched. You get objectified. You feel like a racehorse. I remember having my jaw broken and feeling like, well, racehorse breaks his leg, they take it off the track and they kill it. And I remember just having that feeling like, can I come back from this? For me, I can't be in that state of mind all the time. And so the orchids are relief from that state of mind. And I need that. Obviously, the intention of professional boxing is to hurt someone. Like, make no mistake about it. Like, I really got no problem hitting someone in the face. That's part of the job. They say that before you fight, it feels like you swallow like a ball of ice. And they say that fear keeps you sharp. So I fight off that fear. Like, I love it and it's terrifying. And I think that a lot of fighters don't confront that and they lose the fight in the dressing room. The biggest sin is to give up on yourself or think like, what's this all worth? Or what's this all about? Which is like a very low self-esteem feeling to have. Especially to like be feeling that a little bit in your heart and know how many people love you and look up to you.
All right, my fans, here we go. His record, 6 wins with 1 loss, 1 win, coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Zachary Yamaka.
There's a saying in boxing, like everyone takes 3 steps down. Everyone's got these jackets, I got a big audience, I got this whole team. We go up the steps and some words get spoken and then you turn around and it's like that whole team is gone and everyone takes 3 steps down. You just feel so naked. I may get the shit beat out of me. I may get knocked out. That's the truth in what I do, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you make a living getting hit in the face, something went wrong. And that's kind of at the end of the day how I feel.
Back out and box. Keep boxing. Stay focused. Take your time. Box. That's it. Moving that head, working your angles. Keep working them angles. Slipping and sliding, slipping and sliding. Watch the head butts. Move your head. Put them together, Zach. That's it. Keep doubling up on that stick when you get that separation. Good. When you roll that right, bring yours. Good. That's it, that's it. Nice and tight. Roll that right, bring yours. Nice, nice. Back on that double jab. Double up on that jab.